Okay, Echo.
Yeah.
So, I'm right in the middle. So the easiest way to explain a forehand, not a perfect way, but an easy way, just say you like it. This is a pretty good way to start learning. Notice, you don't have 5 inches.
That's a slide.
So there's two categories of volleyball. There's a top and then there's a side. Those are both foul. As far as the step, when you're learning the volley, rhythm, there's two rhythms. Rhythm is tap and step simultaneously at the same time. So we do this. Put on the ground. As you start playing tennis, though, it's a little different. You're kind of like falling forward, and you'll actually tap first and step second. So do that. Tap first, step. That's what's going to happen when you get into action. So you go like this. It's like you're just leaning both. You're reaching forward, and then you catch your balance.
But why? Why don't you do this first? First step. That way too late.
Oh, well, you can do that. Yeah, no, you can do it first. Yeah, I just want to keep it simple.
Ah, okay.
But it's okay. But unlike the ground stroke, you step, and now you have a base, and then you transfer weight onto it. Because you have time. The volley, everything's quick. So I want you to reach forward and then reach again.
Okay.
So it's forward, forward. Okay. Yeah, that's basically it. So now pretend you have a racket in your hand, ready position. Okay. So now do it. Go forward, forward. Good. Forward,
Forward.
and forward. Okay. Good. Now let's do another thing. Now when you do this, I want you to, and that's perfect. Okay. And I can toss you ball. And let's just jump to the next step. What I want you to do is when you go forward, the first step, when you go forward here, I want you to shift your weight to your right foot and have a little bit of turn in your body. So you might, I'm not just like this, which was fine. I want you to do this. And then go for it. That's right. Turn. So you're slightly sideways as you're pushing forward. Good.
So you always turn?
Slightly, yeah, but it's not rotation. You're not trying to generate force with rotation. I suppose there's a little bit of this involved. But again, unlike the ground stroke, you're intentionally trying to turn this is too quick. But you do want to be turning as often. Balls that come out have you into the park. Come out your face, you like this. But generally you want to be slightly sideways, and then from this position, right there. Then from here, it's just going to push it forward like this. camera for you now.
Oh, the camera wasn't on.
Mission phase. As it evolved, you'll see how you get caught. I can just demonstrate.
What's the? How do you get regulate?
Yeah,
This?
exactly. And remember on the ready position back there, you were like this. And I said you like this.
Yeah.
Universal. So you don't have different ready positions.
Right.
Just learn that. So that's good for the volley. Many of your volleys are going to be up here. You don't want to be here and then in a split second trying to lift.
Yeah.
You'd rather be here. If you need to go down, it's easy from there to there.
Yeah.
But to go from here to here against gravity,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's slow.
Yeah.
That's slow. Pickleball's different.
Yeah.
Pickleball, they teach you to kind of roll the ball like this.
Yeah.
We're going to go under the ball, not over the top. But anyway, so just do a high five. Just touch. Just reach out and touch. Excellent. That's all I want you to do. Reach out and touch. So your arm goes forward and then goes forward again. It's almost like the ball's a magnet. It's pulling you towards it. That's right. Wow. Now, I don't know. Are you aware that you're hitting a little backspin on the ball? You're probably not aware. That's perfect. Because the technique is down and forward. It's not just down. It could be forward, but I want it down and slightly forward. Just, you're doing it. You don't have to do anything different. Yes, that's right. You start up and you come down. Right. Down and forward. That's good. If you did that on a faster ball, the ball would come back faster. Yeah, you're good. Now don't come down quite so steep. Just forward. Yeah. Down and slightly down and forward. Okay. Now what I want you to do, I want you to aim the ball over here. The natural place to hit it, and it's easy, especially with the chopping grip. It's a little harder to get the racket to face that direction. So you can do a couple things. You turn more and keep the elbow forward more, and it'll. So I'm going to make you do more difficult balling just to get used to it. You're doing this fine. This cross court's fine. That's very natural. Now I want you between the camera and the basket. Same. And by the way, I didn't do something I should do. I should be demonstrating. So if I can get this forward and get a little bit of turn, even with that chopper grip, it's not really a problem to get that angle in.
Do you open your racket?
Good question. Do you open the racket? Absolutely. Put your racket out. Like this. Now I'm going to change the grip. If you had what I call the wrong grip, with the angle of the racket, you haven't changed this, your wrist. If you have kind of neutral like that, you have continental or chopper grip. See? And if you have, now this is too extreme. If you went to a backhand grip, see, just by changing the grip, it opens your racket. That's good. It's exactly what we want. We want, I don't know, it's about 7 degrees here. Don't worry about that, but it's a little bit of natural angle. Because when the ball gets low, what you do, you go down and the ball deflects up.
Right.
In pickleball, you would go like this and roll it. But we don't do that. We don't try to lift a low volley up. We actually go down and pop it up. So that's what I'm having to go. Down and forward. And then down and different balls.
What does this one do?
Oh, very good. I'm glad. Yes. You bring it across. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you mentioned it. Yeah, so just bring that, just stick it out there straight or a slight bend. Good, yeah, that's right. And that'll help you get this angle here that you want. Yeah, just bump it right between them. Good, very nice. That's perfect. You have no idea how good that is. You have no idea. Have you done some balls before?
A little bit, but
Totally different, right?
yeah.
This is perfect. Yeah, and as you'll see as we do this more, you know, I can't give it all to you at once. I have to do it little by little, so that makes sense. But starting high and coming down, that's where you get a little bit of velocity on your racket. Just like quick little burst down and forward. There it is. Nice pop. Yeah, nice. And I call it a pop because that's kind of the sound it has when you do it right. It's just a quick burst. And if you do it right, it has kind of a pop sound. Some people call it a punch. I don't use the word punch very often. They say punch your volleys, that's at least what they used to say. But punching is kind of like this. We're not doing this.
Right.
We're coming almost like you were chopping a piece of wood. It's really coming from the elbow down. A lot of it is this. You're doing it right. So that's where you get velocity. So I went from a tap. When you do it pulled, I call it a slap. A little bit is a tap. A little more is a slap. But see, I'm not pulling the arm back. I'm just keeping the arm there, and I'm just bending the elbow. And then I'm coming down with gravity, and that helps me get a little acceleration when I come down. So it evolves. Just keep doing what you're doing, and it just evolves. Check your grip, make sure that you have a slight chopper grip, slight continental. Doesn't have to be extreme.
Yeah.
I just don't want a forehand grip because it will totally screw up your backhand ball. You'll never have time to switch grips. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. Turn off this so we can move on. Okay, now the next thing I want to explain, you're already doing it. I'm just going to tell you what you're doing. When the racket is open, it does a couple things. Number one, it puts a little backspin on the ball. Okay, and that's good because we can learn to hit a ball that has a little bit of forward movement with backspin. It stays low, it skids. You watch this ball. It skids, which makes the opponent reach forward and pop the ball up. Now, if you just came forward with the racket with an angle and you came forward level, what would happen is this. It would pop up.
Right.
We don't want that.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so the way we offset that is we have this angle, but we come down, and the two angles average out. We have this angle plus this angle. Okay, and that's one of the reasons we come down in the ball. And so our racket is slightly open because of that chopper grip. It naturally has it open. We start high and come down. That gives us a little bit of velocity, and it keeps the ball from popping up. If we just came straight through it, it would do that.
Right.
So we come down. So what you want to learn, and you're doing it, you want to learn to hit volleys forward, not down. It's easy to learn to hit them down. And there's a time and place when you hit them down, when you're playing tennis. If you're real close to the net and you have a high ball, you want to hit an angle, you hit it down. Okay, that's fine, that's easy. But you don't want, your basic volley, you don't want to learn that. You want to learn to hit the ball forward. And I'll demonstrate here. Let me get a few more balls, I'll demonstrate. In fact, I'll just turn this so I can demonstrate. So we're taking concept and we're putting technique to it. We're combining the two.
Okay.
So if I learn to hit a ball down and forward, a little backspin, a little bit of power, okay? If I get a ball down here about net height, I have no trouble getting it over net. And guess what? If I get back here, I can low ball it. It's the same concept. It's okay. I can actually do that technique from anywhere in the court.
Okay. But I saw the volley is only like when you're so close to the net.
Yeah, mostly. In theory, the definition of volley is when you hit it in the air
Right.
before it bounces. That's a volley. So you can volley from anywhere. And there's different types of volleys. I'm just demonstrating one to illustrate what you're doing is perfect. down and forward, and then your aim is make the ball go forward. Yeah. Too often, I'm probably guilty of this also. In the past, many times we teach beginners, and to make it easy, we have to stand close to net, and we say, okay, punch the ball, and they're doing this, right? And they're going like this, and the instructors go, oh, good, good. But see how they're hit down? Well, if you were to come back here and have this movement, as opposed to,
Yeah. That happens to me a lot.
yeah. And then the other part is you're not that close and you're further back. The ball has a chance to drop. Now you're hitting balls down below your knees. How do you get them over that? You got to. There's different ways of doing it, but you go down, same technique, but now you're down here, and it deflects it up. Pickleball, you would go this way and then lift the ball. In tennis, we're going to come under the ball most of the time. And I won't talk.
Drop shot?
You could do a drop shot. Remember, you're going to be taking speed off the ball. If it comes over at 30, you might hit it at 20. If it comes over at 15, you might want to hit over at 5. Drop shot. Yeah, if you're really skilled, you can take a ball at 40 and hit it over at 10. You can take a lot of speed off it. Yeah. But anyway, this is the basic technique. Again, I'm throwing a lot at you, but it's just you're doing perfect. It's down and forward. Okay, where do you want your elbow? Good. So there's really two basic moves. If it's forward, and then forward again. So you put the arm in forward, and then you reach for the ball. When do you step on a ball?
Step on it?
How do you step? There's two ways you can step on a ball. You can do it simultaneous. You can hit the ball and step at the same time. But really, what's going to happen is what? Your step is going to come after the touch of the ball, after the hit. It's really going to be more like hit, and then you catch your balance. You almost feel like you're falling into the ball. You're reaching and falling. That's a slight advance. So we teach beginners, just step and hit at the same time. But you don't step first and hit on the ball. It's wrong rhythm. You do, yeah. Okay, so that's just an explanation of what you're doing. So just keep hitting the ball forward, and as you get successful, I'll push you back further. All you gotta do is tap the ball, reach out and touch it. Okay, now, when I do this, just as I do this, I want you to do your split step. Yeah, it's like I'm hitting the ball. So I'll go like this and you go split step. Yeah, exactly. Split step and yeah, very nice. Perfect. Split step. Yeah. And the way it's popping up is perfect. It's not too high. It's fine. Split step and down. Down. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
It's perfect. Split step. Good. Split step. Split step. Good. Okay. Now I'll give you another slightly advanced technique. I mean, these aren't overly advanced, but it's a lot for one lesson. But you can handle it. What I want you to do now, okay, the next thing I want to teach you, give you something to focus on. You've got a lot to think about. This is what I want you to catch the ball, if you can, at the peak. Another word for it is apex. That ball's coming over, and then it's dropping. I want you to catch it at the peak. That way, when you start doing it, the ball will start dictating your movement. It'll start pulling you forward. Okay? You could wait for it and let it drop. It's not a bad deal. But this is just kind of a concentration exercise now. So you got the technique pretty darn good already. So just try to reach forward and hit it before it drops.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let the ball dictate. Right there, go forward.
Sorry.
That's fine. So if I toss it lower, you're gonna have to really like that. You're gonna have to. That's right. You got to go after it. Here, you might wait for it a little bit. That's right. But here, you got to go after it. That's right. You can't wait for it. You got to go after it. Yeah. So you just watch the ball and try to catch it at the peak. And this is what's happening when you watch these guys and gals on TV playing doubles. These are things that they've trained into themselves. You see how quick they are. These are the technique. Go forward. That's right. Make sure you have the chopper grip, a slight chopper grip. So there's a slight, that's right, slight angle in your racket, go forward. That's right. Don't let it drop. Go, get up. That's
Let
right.
it drop.
Don't let it drop. That's right. Okay? Now, you're hitting those balls a little too flat. Flat is the next technique,
Okay.
and it's a good technique. Generally, when the ball is probably from the middle of your leg up to maybe your chest level, for sure waist level, I want you underspin. Especially when it gets below the net. I want you having a little bit of underspin.
I don't know how.
You're doing it. What you're doing is fine.
Really?
Just down and forward is your underspin. And you don't have to chop it, just go down and forward. Okay? Then you have the racket. When the ball starts definitely getting shoulder high or higher, you don't want to reach up here and try to underspin. That's silly. You want to hit it flat. So I'll just illustrate a ball right here. A ball about this height, I could do either underspin or flat. If I'm trying to hit it so it doesn't come back, I'm going to hit it flat and hard. If I'm trying to just place the ball, maybe put it at their feet so they pop it up, I might hit it underspin. See, whatever, that's irrelevant there. But that ball I could do this, flat or underspin. And here's what's happening. That's underspin. I'll do the exact same motion, but this time I'll just twist my wrist, hit it flat. That's the difference. It's still a down and forward for the most part. But one, I'm just going like that with my hand. One, I'm doing that. One, I'm doing that. But I'm using gravity to go down and get a little pop action, a little acceleration. Okay. So that's kind of expansion. Now, for today, I want you to just constantly go under the ball. Okay? Except when the ball gets up here, starts going about head height, it's silly to come up here and try to chop it. This is silly. So you just want to flatten the racket out and hit it flat. This is your basic. This is your basic. It's a little bit higher, shoulder height, head height, and you start hitting flat. And you'll do this forever. This ball you could do either. Right here. But I want you, this ball, I want underspin. When it gets up here, I want flat. As I said earlier in the introduction, I want you to emphasize a slight underspin. Just a little bit. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to give you just, I'll give you a ball, just, well,
I
just,
feel like I may end up doing this. Hopefully not.
well, if you do, I'll teach you how not to. Okay, so that's underspin, a little bit underspin. Angle your racket, yes, angle your racket just a little bit. Yes,
Ooh.
yeah. And by the way, what you did when you hit it flat was not wrong. When it's above the net, you can do that. I just want you to learn to do this underspin. Put a little angle, okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, yes, perfect. Okay,
Why
now
do I
this one,
keep hitting you?
I'm too fast.
I can't.
I'm too fast. You can't do it. Okay, I don't want to dare you.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to give you a high one. Now you would to hit it flat. That's right. You just wouldn't angle your racket. You just don't cut it. You just push your racket forward.
Right.
So there, underspin, and there, flat. Here, underspin. This is flat. Here, that's good. Underspin. And I'm out of balls, and we get some more balls. But anyway, that's the concept.
Right.
Okay. And on the higher balls, often just when you do this, generally don't want anything to happen. So you go rolling, and here we go. Okay, now the low one is tricky. Again, this is advanced, I've thrown a lot at it. I want to take these close, okay, so you watch it. Let's come on this side, so you can see. What we're going to do is try to maintain this angle between the racket and the forearm, okay? The one that you already have, just like that. And try to memorize that angle, okay? As the ball gets lower, what's going to happen is you're not going to drop the wrist. You're going to maintain it. You're going to just kind of twist the arm. It's going to be kind of like this. So if I use the high five example, this is where this example kind of breaks down a little bit. It's best I got. Okay, so we did this. And let's say we do it down here. We do it down here. We do it down here. So let's do that. We have the racket. Okay. So high five. Okay, step forward. Step here. Off to the side. Good, good, good. Now, when it gets down here, you're going to have to start twisting. Yeah, because you can only go so low this way.
Yeah.
There. That's right.
So the hollow, like the lower than.
So, like I said, it's not the greatest example, but now let's do it with the racket. I'll just show you. So here, this is kind of what's happening, basically. But I'm always doing this,
Yeah.
this. But see how I got there?
Yeah.
I don't all of a sudden want to drop the racket and pick it up.
Yeah.
And with this continental grip, there's a natural angle. So when you go down, the angle's already there. You just keep going down, and the ball's going to deflect up. Okay, that's what's going to happen. If you have the wrong grip, like a forehand grip, now there's no natural angle. Two things would happen, and they're both bad. You'd have to twist your wrist, and that doesn't work. What happens? The brain says lift, and it starts doing this. So people that don't have the right grip and the right technique, when the ball gets below the net, they do this. This is fine for pickleball. It doesn't work for tennis. Yeah, exactly. So we do that. So we just kind of, this is kind of what's. So down here, now I this is how that works. Because this way you can't get the ball. That's not gonna work. So if there is a movement like this, that's how you do it. I would suggest on really low ones, if you can reach forward more and hit them, it's easier. So in this position out here, yeah, that's where you want to hit the low ones. Yeah, and see it'll deflect up. You go down, the ball is always going to go. So let's see how successful that is. It's a little tricky. Okay, good. And we'll do it gradually. I'll just do a ball right here. That's right. And then I'll do a ball here. That's right. Then I'll do a ball here. Reach for it. Yes. Just go down. That's right. See, you went down. Yes. You went down and the ball came up. Because you had that natural angle. That's why that grip is so important. You go down and reach. That's right. Go down. Beautiful. Look at that. You are such a good student. That's how you handle low ones. That's the way you handle low ones. Is it the only way? No, but it's the way you want to learn. Good. That's the way you handle low ones. Yeah.
Okay.
And over time, obviously, you can just get better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do the whole gamut now. We'll do low. We'll start with low, and I'll go higher, 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 and then when it gets shoulder height or higher, then you go flat again. Then we'll come back down. So low one, you go down. Good. Higher. That's right. Perfect. Higher. That's good. Flat. That's it.
Like a lolly.
Yeah. That's the ball. Okay, one more time. Low, very good. Low, that's right. Right. Good, very nice. Listen, my gosh. My gosh. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to the backhand ball. The way the body moves is different, so we call it biomechanics. It's different, but the concepts are the same. We're still trying to we have to find different ways to get that racket to come in a short burst acceleration. The technique isn't that tough. It's just coordination. With you, I think you'll have no problem. So what we're going to do now, I don't really have a good way to teach you. This is the best I can do. So on the forehand side, we went like this. On the backhand side, how do we really high five. Well, I got to thinking about it. Your watch is going to be perfect. In fact, let me move the camera here. Let's move it in the middle more. Yeah. I'll put the camera over here. What we're going to do is, instead of high five with me as we did this way, just get that forward movement. We're going to high five with this part of your wrist. It's going to be your watch. Okay? So I want you to have that same feeling of a high five. But I don't know if you don't want to do it back.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay. So this, I don't want this. I want this part high fiving me. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good. And believe it or not, the hand will probably be curved like this. But when I talk about it, I demonstrate this better. When I do that. Okay, that's pretty much it. So that's the way you move. That's right. That's the way you're going to move the racket forward. Is by moving. Think about moving that part of your wrist forward. That's your high five. That's the movement. Again, what we don't want, what everybody does, is flip out. Yeah, you want to move kind of from the whole arm this way. So direct this part forward,
Okay.
and I found that works.
But you don't actually change the direction of the racket. You move
No,
your arm.
yeah, for the basic volley. Obviously, you get more advanced, you're trying to get angles, you got to get real. The volley is very creative.
Yeah.
You'll be doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But the very basic, just getting the right big movements. Yes, yes, that's right. And if it's away from you, actually a little bit straighter, arm straighter. It's out here, like this, so it's coming from this muscle a lot. When it gets in here, you might have to push it out like this.
Oh,
But
so
just keep thinking,
arm straight.
yeah, if it's out away from you, a little straighter is better.
Okay.
What you don't want to be doing is this.
Right.
If it's right at you, you're going to have to do that,
Oh, yeah.
just to pull the racket
Yeah.
in. But if it's out here, that's not the motion. The motion is more this way. It's more coming from the muscles across here. But just focus on this and it'll be automatic. Forward, forward. So let's do this. You toss me the ball. So let's see. Just toss me the ball up. See how I do that? It's like that. Now I'll do it with the racket. I'll just choke up.
I see.
Yeah. Now let me show you what virtually all beginners do. I don't really do. When they're not taught that, they do this. And no
I
idea.
see the difference.
A lot of problems. A lot of problems. Yeah, it's more.
Will that hurt your wrist?
This will hurt your
Yeah.
wrist. It also can pull on your tendon here
Okay.
and give you tennis elbow.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people with bands around
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
because they got bad technique.
Right.
And they're trying so hard to get the racket to move.
Yeah.
We do this, and you'll see over time, you'll get this nice touch, touch.
Yeah.
You'll get this little pump. It's not this.
Yeah.
So that's the way I kind of explain it now. Just move this part of your hand forward. The racket kind of follows. Just touch it. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, over here and I'll second right position. All right. For the first few, choke up the racket. Make it choke way up. So this one is choke up. This hand is very important. From the ready, get back to the ready. From there, use this hand to set the racket right there. Yeah, well, again, what's really beautiful about that chocolate grip is we have about 7 degrees of tilt under that hand is. It's the same on both sides. Look at every that's natural. That's just about the same on both sides. And that's exactly what we want. So we don't have to change grips. It'll go very quick. Once I learn this forward movement, forward. But anyway, that's where the Continentals go. If I had a forehand grip, it'd be like this. It's like this, and it's a terrible grip on this side. That's why I said, you have this on this this side, you'll never go this side. This flaps across, there'll be a little bit in the racket. Touch. Touch. This hand actually sets the racket, and then touch.
Go up here. Like that, right? Let's see what happens on your very first volley. Sorry, just move your wristwatch forward. You let the ball fly. Very nice volley. You almost got Scott in the wrong place, but that was good. That was very nice. See, very explosive. Yeah.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah.
Get back up. Back up. Move your body. No, back up. You back up.
Oh, I back up.
Yeah, there, okay. That's right. Set that racket, good. And just, that's right. Smooth, not the elbow, move the wristwatch.
Am I supposed to go all the way or just
Well, right now,
stop here?
good question. How much swing should you have? In the first few balls, we had first 10, 20, 30 balls. When you touch the ball, stop your racket. So just kind of stop. Touch and stop. Don't touch and move through. So not so much the elbow. Touch the ball and stop the racket. Nice light touch. That's all you're going to do. Move your wristwatch. Move your wristwatch. You're kind of pulling too much. Just like that high five. Or, yeah, that's it. Just a nice soft touch on the first few, so your brain knows what to do. Now look at me. That's it. There you go.
Look at the ball.
That's it. That's it. Great. This is exactly what you should do. Very nice. Look at that volley. Golly. Okay, now don't let go of the racket until the racket goes forward. So you don't want to do this. When that racket goes forward, it comes out of your fingers. Yeah.
Do I move forward? Do I move?
Sure. Well, yeah, you will. If you get another 5, 10 balls, you will. So I want to get you set in those positions. Arms slightly straighter in front. No, the front arm. Straighter.
Straight.
Just straighter.
Straighter.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. There. Doesn't have to be stiff. Yeah. Touch. Very nice. It's like you're moving that wristwatch forward. That's what's bringing your racket forward. The back of your hand's moving forward. It'll bring your racket forward. It'll just evolve. Very nice. Nice. Wow. I tossed that one lower on purpose.
Right. I probably.
What happened, and it was perfect. What happened, you had this nice setup that was up here, but the ball was here. So you quickly came down, and that's what created the acceleration. That was that quick burst, and that's what a volley is. You start high and come down, you get that quick burst, and that's what happened. So I tossed the ball. You'll see on the video. I was up here, not intentionally, and I thought, okay, what would happen if I tossed it? You would do it, boom,
Right.
and that acceleration popped that ball. That's the way to get a ball. That's a good ball. Down and forward, down and forward. Okay, I hit it right here. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. Just move the wristwatch forward. You're trying too hard. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Perfect volleys. There you go. That's. Whoa. Excellent. Good. Good. Good.
Yeah,
Well,
you're right. When I try.
the ball, right?
Yeah. Good. I like it. Take your time. That's very good. 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 Let's do this. Let's make sure we know what we're doing. Good. Whoa. That's very good. Keep coming down and forward. I'm stretching you
Yeah.
on purpose. Just keep coming down and forward. That's where you're getting your racket speed. You're a little more gentle. Not quite so much energy. If you start mishitting, it's probably because your racket is going down too much, too quick. So it's like that. I'll show you. This will make sense to you. Come forward. Just hold your racket back. So this is the way you kind of want it. Sliding down and forward most of the time. That'll give it the best pass. You saw Federer do it. He's going down and forward, but it's probably excessive for most people. Just here to here. Now, if you come down too much and you're not going forward, this is what happens. You're just about ready to hit the ball and you're pulling down. You're pulling, sorry. But what you're doing, you're pulling the edge of the racket. You're coming down too much. You're still going forward. So it's down and forward. Be careful not pulling down. That's it. Build from there. Yeah, otherwise you're going to get the wrong muscle control. Still in. So you're probably just making a quick movement just before the contact. You're bringing the edge into the racket. Just nice and gentle. Stop it. Just stop it. That's it. Instead of moving the wristwatch forward, instead of the wristwatch doing this, you kind of did this with the arm. It's just the wrong muscle.
That's what Roger did.
Just like that. Really nice move. That's it. Okay, now we're going to alternate forehand and backhand volleys. Now, to start you off, we're going to go very slow and deliberate. We'll do 2
Okay.
and 2, because if you screw up, then
Okay.
you can correct it.
Okay.
Then your brain has to switch gears. Then you do it over here. Ah, what am I supposed to do? And then the second one you correct. And we'll do 2, and we'll do 2, and then pretty soon we'll do 1, and we'll go faster and faster and faster. Just gradually. I get used to it. Okay, then hit right to me. We'll try to break that. Try to catch. Forehand volley. Very good. Again. Touch. Very good. Backhand volley. Good. Nice volley. See, just tap it on himself. Go 1, 1, 1, 1. Nice. You had to stretch a little. That was very nice. You just came out here and tapped it. You didn't try to help it. You didn't panic. You just went out and touched it. Very nice. Very good. Touch. Very good. Touch. Touch. That's right. Touch. Very nice. That's a good pop there.
We haven't done that yet.
Wow. That's so good. Wow, is that fun?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
We're like, yeah. Got some volley.
That's what you would be on YouTube.
Yeah,
You're just posting that.
yeah, absolutely.
People wouldn't realize that you played beginner, or almost a beginner,
Yeah.
an hour ago, and you took a step by step. But Uncle Tyler's season.
Yeah.
I told you, all my students,
Yeah, yeah. Good at volley. Yay.
all my students have good ball.
Part of the group now.
You're part of the group. You did that good ball.
Yeah.
You're so good, Echo. Nice. Okay. Yeah, just like a ball. That's right. So we're going to do underspin. The way I teach underspin is we start with the backhand volley. So come forward to the backhand volley in the air, and you touch it. Very good. Now what I want you to do is let the ball drop and do the same thing. So back up a little bit and do the exact same thing. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a touch. That's right. Just a touch. It's like a volley. Just like that. Good. Not much more. Just like a ball. Down and forward. That's right. Good. And down. And then once you get comfortable here, good. Got it. Okay, no problem. Once you get comfortable here, good. I'll back up a little bit. So you just like a ball, you just have a little more backswing, not much. A little more forward, not much. Okay, and then the next, and then the first lesson, I guess we just did a lesson. The first lesson, I wouldn't have it for much longer. Because if you get too far back, and you swing too much, things can start falling apart.
Yeah.
You've got to memorize this.
Yeah.
Move that ball for a second. But what we can do, Echo, is this. Get one two-hand backhand, and then a one-hand slice. Just get used to going two-hand, block guess, get him over there so you don't hit the camera.
Okay, yeah.
So anyway, you go from a two-hand, backhand, and now let's just do that understand slice technique. Just like that. With two hands. Oh, by the way, and by the way, that ball's easier to slice than it is two hands.
Yeah.
When you
Okay,
get a
reach
ball,
it.
yeah, when you get a ball like that, it's easier to slice. Okay. So two hands.
Yep.
Good. And now one hand slice. Nice and easy. Just like that. Now two hand. Good. And now you slice. And you just do alternate until it becomes second nature. Now, to go to a more advanced level, go back to the middle of it. If I toss your ball real low, slice it. If I toss it high, do that too. So you're stronger. So now the ball tells you what to do. Instead of predetermining one slice, one down, two hands, one down, let the ball dictate. So this ball is usually at the side. If I hit the ball like this, slice. Now I don't have to say a thing. The ball now tells you what to do. And this is the way professional players play. They spend years programming. They see a certain ball, they hit it a certain way. They see another ball, they hit it a certain way. They all have their personalities, what they do,
Yeah.
but this is the way you play. Because what's happening now when we do this, we've programmed your subconscious.
Right.
It operates at between 1 million and 2 million bits per second. Instead of as soon as you see the ball and say, what should I do? That's conscious. That operates at 40, 50 bits versus 1 to 2 million.
Yeah.
So we just program it. If you get a wide ball
Yeah.
and you have to stretch, you do a slice. Yeah, if you can't get there. Right. Good, and that ball blew into it. Okay. So, and these aren't the only choices. You can take a high ball and slice.
Yeah.
Generally, you don't expect an easy ball, or actually a really like a high ball. It's one hand it's hard to do. So you stretch, but when you stretch, that's when you slice. You reach and barely get the ball, probably let go. Now, just that little program your brain. It's in the long-term memory forever, and it activates this quick. There's no thought. And that's what we're trying to get to. Into the subconscious, so it operates at 50%. It's a multi-task. Consciously goes very, very slow. So, I don't know if you need to know.
Okay. Yeah. I think I should practice maybe next year. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Especially when Roger doesn't even look. But I don't see a lot of players like right now because they have more this anyways.
Never too late. Wow, much better. So your toss, just changing your toss is going to change your swing. Yeah, that's right. That's natural. Yep. Yeah, good. Like, now your arm just moves naturally where it's supposed to move instead of reaching over your head. Okay, stop. Don't move a thing. Okay, that's pretty good. I would have you do like a volley, just slightly towards the chopper grip. By the way, the way I hold it, and the pros hold it, we're like that on some, we're like that on the other. On spin serves, we're like that. So we're way over here. The beginner, it's a little tough, just like the ball. It's a little tough at first, but that's very natural for me. That's where I hit the racket. Whereas you're coming there. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it makes it. See how it changes your angle?
Right.
That's a different one to use.
They go fast.
The toss was too far forward. So your racket is already starting to come down when it hits the ball.
Yeah.
There it was. I mean, the toss was right in the right place,
Yeah.
and you hit it at the right time. There's no mystery. Not a big deal. Much better. Now go up on your toes when you hit. You're doing good. I want you to kind of be going up on your toes. Just when you go to hit. Yeah. That's right. That slight movement going up on your toes.
I toss first and then I lower my knees.
Yeah, you tossed, bend, hit. Okay, come back to the fence here. Oh, we got to go to that fence so we don't look in the sun. We're going to do a little exercise. I think we did this the other day. Okay, let me demonstrate. Come on up here. So I want you to lead with this edge of the racket. Hammer grip, for sure, hammer grip. You're going to be coming, leading with this edge. Almost, did we do this the other day? Oh, okay.
We hit the pillow, I think.
Yeah, okay. So when you come through here,
Uh-huh.
you never want to turn the wrist towards the sky.
Okay.
Right. You come through very relaxed. It's almost like you're going to hammer a nail up here. And at the last second, as this is coming up, then you flip it. And this is going to cause racket speed. And over time, this is how you're going to get spin. Spin's not important now. But you come from here, you lead with the edge, and you flip it. So you see the racket doing this. It's not really doing this.
I know. I observe most of people does that actually. I know it's a wrong way, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Most people they take it low and they push at it.
Yeah.
Okay. They get the wrong grip, and it's so hard. It's the hardest change for an adult to make.
Yeah.
It's the hardest. I've worked with several people on it, and it takes a year for them to change, and then they still struggle. Whereas I can teach a beginner in a couple months, or someone like you very quick. Okay. Anyway, so the racket comes up, kind of throwing it up like this, very loose. You get in this action, and then it flips. And people call that pronate. There's a medical term or a science term of biomechanics. It's called pronate. Have you heard that term? Pronate. Pronate. When your arms bent like this, when the palm's down, that's pronate. When it goes up, that's called supinate.
Okay.
It's from here to here. So you're kind of doing this. However, you want the arm straight.
Right.
You want the arm straight, and then you want to do that pronate. Go ahead, reach up, straight. Yeah. But once you do that, once you pronate, pronate's from here to here. But once the arm's straight, it's actually everything. It's the pronate. We call that exterior rotation, or long axis rotation. When you bend your elbow, all of a sudden this doesn't rotate. Now it's just pronate. And see, it doesn't move as much. It moves, but not as much. As soon as it's up here, you got all this movement. So that's one of the big reasons why you want your arm going up as high as you can, so that you get that rotation. And that's what accelerates the racket. Yes, someone came up with a nice little example that, I don't know if this was angled right for all that. Someone came up with a nice example. If you had water on your fingertips and you wanted to flip the water off, that's what you're doing. It's kind of the rotation. It's not like this. I mean, there's some serves like this, but for the most part, you're learning to do that. So you lead with the edge, and then you flip it. Lead with the edge and flip it. And that's the most important move in the serve. You got to have the. I mean, obviously, you have to have the toss right. There's movement. There's twists. But ultimately, that's the move, and that's what when people bend the elbow, what they end up doing, they open the racket and they push. And you can practice for 10 years and not improve your serve. There's no way to improve that pushing motion. But once you get this flipping motion, you can spend the rest of your life and get better and 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 better. Just you get better. Just keep building and building on it. Okay. So anyway, do a few more serves.
Okay.
Easier said than done sometimes, but that's the action. Oh, I should have had you do it against the fence. Sorry. Let's see what happens. And then reach up and flip it. That's right.
Oh no, I didn't flip.
Come over here for a second. Do it against the fence. I demonstrated, but you need to do it yourself. And flip it. There's a little bit closer. Not too close. Okay. Reach up and push. So you're gonna lead. And here you're gonna be turning. You're gonna build up one more. It's gonna drop, turn. It's coming up here, and then it flips. And actually, just for this exercise, touch there and not there. When you hit, the racket has to be facing the target. But for this exercise, exaggerate. So come up here and press the front. So the edge comes up and then you flip. Okay, go ahead, do it. Edge comes up and then you flip it. That's right. And you just learn to synchronize that. Yes. That's what's happening. That's the action. Okay, go ahead. That's it. Flip it.
That's right.
The toss was probably too far in front of you. The toss is going to have to be more in the right place. Okay, now let's take a look at that serve. So this is the way we're going to learn it. I'll use your racket. You're going to come up real close to that. All you're going to do is start with the racket here. Edge faces forward. Very important. You're going to break this out. In fact, it's going to be good if you choke up the racket. So just put this elbow up, and then you're just going to toss the ball. Flipping is going to cause momentum. That's right. That's it. Your arm came down.
Oh.
Yeah, which is part of what you don't want to be pulling down. You want to be going up. It's okay. It's all part of it. Sound like what I saw is you pulling down on it.
Yeah.
So let me demonstrate. It's tempting to do it, but you don't want to do that.
Right.
You want the ball to come down until you do this. You need to tap it. Tap it. breaking a habit. I told you. You get stuck with this habit, it's a tough one. Off the foot, up. Yeah, there, that's it. You're doing it. Yeah. The arm must straighten out. The arm straight. Go up. Yeah. The arm straight as the foot happens naturally. Reach up. Closely. That's right. This now. Yes, that's what I want. Yes. Up. It wasn't quite right. You got to make sure you reach in. Don't let the ball go. Reach. Okay, hold on. Gonna make that flip. So your condition. Your condition. One more straight. And you need that full rotation. Hard to do that if arms bend like this. That's the move. That's the move. That's right. That's what you're doing.
I wonder where I got pictures. I don't even know how to start.
Up.
Oh yeah. Oh, flip it.
There.
Oh, got it. Flip it.
You relax, it'll whip around on itself. Just flip. That's right, you're good there. Keep that arm up. Just don't pull down with your arm. The arm goes up, up. More flip. Yeah, that's right.
Flip.
You should be at the very end. You want to bend your wrist like that. More bend. Relax. Yeah, that's the way you want to do it. Breathe in. You've done it once, perfect. With the ball. Up. You're doing good. Relax that wrist. So you really relax. Let's go up, up, up. Relax. That's it. Up. Relax. So you're kind of stopping it. You're doing 50, but up. There. That's right. That's where you want to be. Your arms up and the racket's dangling down. Up. That's it. Now do it again. That was nice and relaxed. Now you got it. Repeat that. Up. Reaching up. You cannot let the ball drop. Up. Up. Not quite. Now reach up. Good. That's right. Again, start with the elbow. Reach up. The other tendency you'll have is let the ball, because you're so used to hitting a ball at a certain height, you'll let the ball drop unintentionally, just out of habit, and then you can't do that. You can't. You have to be up here to do it. So you're going to have to hit the ball a little higher in the air than you used to. Reach.
here?
Yeah, you just reach. Reach. Up, up, down, sit down. You try hard. One more. Very perfect. It's your last ball.
Okay. Oh, pressure around. Okay.
Maybe one more. We'll see. Do it right. Up and flip. That's it. That's it.
Up and flip.
Well, let's swing hard.
Up and flip.
That's right. Just go up. Just go up and flip. Up and flip. That's good. Anyway, that's the idea. At least now you know what to do.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Yay. Thank you, Scott.